What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap, man. And y'all know, y'all know I'm heated. I really probably would be shouting at the top of my lungs if I had the energy. But since I'm sick, I'm going to keep it pretty grounded. Where do I start with this team, man? All year they've been doing this. All year. All year. They win 2-3 in a row. They lose 2-3 in a row. This team is remedial, guys. This team it's comical how bad we are as like from top to bottom, from coaching staff to players. The effort is trash. Y'all know I'm gonna dig into steroids in just a little bit, but I gotta talk about why we lost this game to a mediocre Sacramento team. We gave up 125 points. 125 points. To a team that's a lottery team, really. They're probably not even gonna make the play-in. They're so bad. Listen, we went small. I told you guys small isn't always gonna work. And we went small again tonight, giving up 68 points in the paint to the Sacramento Queens. All right. Russell Westbrook might be the worst max contract the Lakers have ever had. And I'm not even joking. I can't think of a worse max contract we've ever given out than Russell Westbrook. Not that we gave out, but that we inherited via trade. He said, no chip this year. Don't care what happens. Sad, man. That's just the thing. Is that the Lakers have to make trades. If not, you're right. You can might as well mail it in. And I told you, one of two things is going to happen. Either the Lakers are going to make moves or they're not. They're going to sit on this team. Russell Westbrook, I got to say, is one of the worst Lakers of all time for multiple reasons. One, his basketball IQ is dog crap. All right, it's in the shitter. It's in the toilet. This guy wouldn't know a game situation if it smacked him in the face. All right, he wouldn't know what to do. Every time we made a run, this guy would jack up a stupid ass 3-point shot. By the way, he was like 2 for 14 tonight. I don't even want to look at his stats. He's gonna piss me off even more. And for some reason, we continue to play. We continue to play this scrub. I thought he was gonna get benched. We're making a run. We're down 6. What does Frank Vogel do? He brings him right back in. The rest is history. We end up with an isolation 1-on-1 3 by him. Break. All right, per usual. This man's not a shooter. He's got to be the worst shooter since Andre Miller. Even Andre Miller probably had a better jump shot than him, and that's saying a lot. Russell Westbrook looks flustered. He looks like if he's not getting his numbers, which again, he was in single digits tonight again. The only thing he had was like double digits and rebounds. He's not happy if he's not getting his numbers. All right. He's got to be the worst Laker of all time just because of the salary. Now, you can say Kwame or Smush because obviously skills-wise, they're probably just as bad, if not worse. But this guy's getting paid $44 million to come out here, break shots, make questionable decisions, and kill every single momentum that we try to build. By the way, Austin Reeves was phenomenal. LeBron James played his heart out. Malik Monk started out the game hot. The role players did their thing. But anytime you have Russell Westbrook, now you're playing 4-on-6. Not 4-on-5 because it's like he's basically playing for the other team. All right. His misses are basically turnovers because they kill the momentum. They're bad shots. I don't know. He said, as a Wizards fan, I'm glad we traded Westbrook. I bet you are. You guys got away with freaking murder, man. But congratulations. Y'all made the right trade. We were stupid enough to bring Russell Westbrook over here. And we gave you guys a first-round pick. Come on, man. The commissioner got to step in. The commissioner got to step in. It's all bad. He said, when I see Russ out there, I feel like we waved the flag. Exactly. This guy's not even trying, man. He's been upset all week because he hasn't been able to get his stats. And it translates to the court. His effort isn't there either. He's not playing smart. Nothing. I'm just like, what the heck? Why is he even out there? He's a liability. He can't shoot, can't defend. He's not finishing around the basket. How many rim jobs did he have tonight? No homo. Right? He said, don't nobody give a fuck about what Ticket TV got to say. Facts. Nobody cares about what whoever that is has to say. I agree with Laker Girl. Absolutely not. Listen, all I'm trying to tell Laker Nation is that this team right here, all right, the Lakers, as currently constructed, we are a play-in tournament team, and that's at best. If we don't even make it in the play-in, we're gonna be a lottery team. Imagine that. But the most disappointing part is that every time we make a run, stupid rotations happen. Frank Vogel got to go. I've been saying it all year. All right, I'm done beating the dead horse with him. Y'all know how I feel about this guy, Frank. The whole coaching staff, everybody who wants to play this small ball BS, even though we're getting destroyed in the paint, no resistance whatsoever. And every time we had Dwight out there, we were able to make a run. But every time they took it out, what happened? My boy Cadet says, Dan, we could have won this game, but we lost for two reasons. Vogel has no balls to bench Westbrook when Westbrook should have stayed on the bench. I agree with you. I thought he was going to bench him finally, and then he brings him back as soon as we made a run. He's afraid of him, man. He's afraid he's going to take his wife or something. I don't know. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because, hey, Dan Tough Loss got a question. What's up with the small ball perimeter based offense? Also, Russ is a wanted man in LA. Your move, Rob P. Sad. Russell Westbrook is got to be the worst max contract we ever acquired on this team. Got to be. I don't know what's up with that small ball, though, bro. I can't answer that. I don't like it. I've always told you I like traditional bigs in the paint. He said a few points, bro. Number one, I pray you feel better. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. He said, I'm not feeling too well either lately. He said, I hope you feel better, bro. He said, number two, Russ has been one of my faves point guards, but right now he's really making a joke of himself at the point. Where's his shots are turnovers. Thank you for being a realistic Russell Westbrook fan, because there's not a lot of you guys out there. I'll tell you that. Now, as far as yeah, I hope you get better as well, man, because this is hell. People going through it right now with this whole little variant. He said, politics aside, Westbrook shouldn't be out there to close a game. He said the guy should come off the bench and run the second unit, Vogel and Westbrook. Horrible, man. When you have two liabilities like your head coach who's afraid to make moves and a player that can't shoot and wants to play hero ball, that's a horrible combination for winning games. Think about it. That's a horrible combination for winning games. If you have a player that shoots like 5% from beyond the arc, jacking up final shots of the game when we're trying to make a run, it's basically a turnover. And it was, because every time he missed, guess what? They went down the other way. They would smack a three or a layup. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just at the point where I'm just like, listen, you have to read the room, Russell Westbrook. If you're off, do other things to help your team win. If not, then just ask your coach to be benched. Because if that's all you care about is stats, we're not going to win. All right, we have to win in spite of Russell Westbrook. Like in spite of, not because of, in spite of. And actually, I have to apologize to AD because we've been really hard on him, but now we see the light, right? The reason AD's numbers have taken a hit and his chemistry isn't good is because of Westbrook. Somebody had said it on this channel earlier this year, and I didn't believe it, but Russell Westbrook is the problem. He plays too much hero ball. He doesn't get his big man going. It's hard for his big man to catch a rhythm. And the 1-2 punch of LeBron James and AD is hindered by a brick guard like Russell Westbrook. It's horrible having a player like that. All right. It's a liability. There's a reason why I see now what Skip and everybody was saying about him being so bad for your team. He's atrocious. All right. He's gotten worse over time. The less numbers he gets, the worse he plays. He plays better when he starts off the game scoring early because he's excited, I guess. He tries extra on defense. He does extra things when he's actually scoring. When he's not scoring or involved offensively, or he's bricking, like the brick master he is, guess what? Guess what happens? He checks out mentally from the game. Don't believe me? You have DVR, rewind the game and watch his body language every time he misses. Watch how he disappears defensively. Horrible, man. This is horrible, Laker Nation. This is rock. We were already at rock bottom. Now we're in the trenches. All right. We are already rock bottom of the sea. And right now we're where the damn algae are at right now. We're by the algae trying to get scraped up. We're at 500 again. We were 2 games over 500. Boom, we lose 2 games just like that. And this is a game we're supposed to win because the other games are going to get harder, man. I'm really starting to lose full hope on this team. And if Rob Pelinka doesn't do nothing, then I guess he lost hope a long time ago as well. Very disappointed. He said 3. When it comes to trade talks, I think Ben Simmons' trade with Tobias Harris is likely because sometimes GMs are willing to pay the premium to get rid of bad media players. Bad media players. Tika TV equals trash. I've never seen him, bro. I never will. He said, appreciate you, bro. I agree, man. It might be possible, but do we want to take on that contract just to save the season? Then he got to go to the Pistons, trade Grant to the Lakers. They're not going to want him. The Pistons not going to want Russell Westbrook. If Russell Westbrook keeps playing like this, because he still plays as if he was explosive. He thinks he's still in OKC. Okay? He lost his athleticism. We picked him up 1 year too late. Last year, he was dunking stuff, right? Posterizing still last year. This year, he's blowing layups. I don't know how many times I've seen this man blow layups, man. I don't know who has more blown layups, him or Kwame at this point. I'm at a loss for words, man, with this team, guys. This team they got my hopes up, right? I thought, okay, we won 4 in a row. Are we finally turning the corner? And boom, the game we were supposed to win, we lose. Back to back. Now we got back-to-back losses. And we don't play till Saturday, so guess what? He said, what if we flipped AD for Dame and Russ TST Ellington for Pascal Siakam? I don't know if he heard, but Dame is about to have season-ending surgery. I'm not sure I want him for AD. We had Buddy, Dan. Buddy's not going to move the needle for me. We need a big man, and we need to fire this coach because he's a stubborn old fool who, for some reason, he makes no adjustments, guys. He allows us to get run throughout the course of the game. And there's no substitutions. There's no trying anything new. There's just, you know what? I'm going to stick to my minutes and I'm going to stick to my restrictions. And this is what I'm going to do because I'm a stubborn old fool. And now I understand why he got fired from Indiana with his bum ass. Man, I'm so pissed. Y'all understand how mad I am. The sickness is really holding my rage back, man. This sickness is really pissing me off. He said, honestly, Dan, been thinking of what you said. If we can't find a trade, we should buy out Westbrook. He said it would benefit us next year with the cap. But also, we are probably better without him this year. He truly is a handicap type player. He's handicapped the Lakers. He's handcuffed us. He's worse than KCP was whenever he would go on a dry spell. He's worse than anybody. He's supposed to be this explosive, high basketball IQ, aggressive-ass badass. At least that was my image of him before he came here. You know, he's supposed to be this roughneck player, this spinal cord, spine of the team type toughness, add that grittiness to the team. He didn't add none of that. All he has been doing is pouting and moping about how he doesn't have his triple doubles, man. I'm fed up with him. He looks more upset he didn't get his stats than he did. We lost the game. I think he could care less if we went 0-82. If he averages a triple double, he'd be happy. He'd be a happy camper. He'd be smiling from ear to ear. Dan, would you rather have Schroeder at the moment? Oh my goodness, Esther, don't give me that. Esther, don't do me like that. They're both horrible. I'd rather have the trade we gave up. And we gave up a first-round pick. Imagine that for this scrub. Oh, makes me sick, man. Why is it that the Lakers always have to overpay for garbage, man? Why? Other teams get away with murder. They be getting all-stars for pennies to the dollar. And here we are giving up a first-round pick. Kyle Kuzma's having a career year. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's a champion, and Montrezl Harrell, who's a 6th Man of the Year candidate not too long ago. Like, we gave up all that for Russell Westbrook, who's probably the worst superstar we've ever had come through here. Then we got robbed. We got fleeced. But that tends to be the case with us. We have to give up everything in a half. Where are the Russ fans? I would really like to smack them around right now. because they were defending him to holy hell. They were like, Laker fans are the worst. They were like, LeBron James fans are the worst. But you know what Laker fans and LeBron James have in common that Russell Westbrook fans can't relate to? We win. We win. All right. Russell Westbrook fans know nothing about winning. Laker fans and LeBron fans win championships, even together. That's why they hate us, because they can't relate. They don't understand winning. Russell Westbrook fans are probably more concerned about what dress he's going to wear today. I hope you get well soon, Dan. He said, question, what do you think of trading for Gary Trent Jr.? Also, do you reckon, and I like that word, do you reckon in 2023 Tatum will come to LA because he's a free agent? I hope, bro. I was going to say I reckon. I hope that we can land him. I really do. You know? I really hope that we can land Jason Tatum. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal, man. If we can't land Tatum, hopefully there's another star waiting in the wings. But I'm not gonna hold my breath till then. You know, we have to take it one game at a time. One game at a time. You know, I haven't gave up on this team. I see too much talent. We got Malik Monk, who's beasting. We got Austin Reeves. Y'all seen what he did tonight? Austin Reeves is the real deal. Take all of Westbrook minutes and shove them where the sun doesn't shine, and give some PT to Austin Reeves. I swear, if Austin Reeves isn't starting at some point, I'm gonna go after Frank Vogel, man, and his wife. I'm going after all of them. Like, I'm so mad, bro. I'm just playing about the wife. But like, Austin Reeves needs to play. My boy said Russell Westbrook is 22 and 75 the last 5 games, 29%, 0 for 12 from 3. Bro, tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. We have talent, but we don't have a coach, period. That's true. Liz is right. We don't have a coach. Our coach doesn't have the pair of you-know-what to bench Russell Westbrook when he's 2 for freaking 50, man. Yes, it is very irritating. I'm flustered, guys. Like, I'd be blowing up right now, man, if I had my voice. Dan, can you imagine if we had DeRozan or Buddy Hield? DeRozan, yes. Buddy Hield, I'd probably be torching him. If he wasn't playing up to par. All right, because I know Buddy Hield types. They're very inconsistent. What's wrong with Westbrook? Everything. What's wrong with him is that Father Time already came and hung him out to dry, and he's over here thinking he's fresher than a tomato. Like, he's out here thinking he's the bee's knees. Like, he can go out here and posterize people still. That's why he'd be losing the ball out of bounds and shit, because then, like, midway through the jump, he realizes he's 50. Like, bruh, Russell Westbrook, you're old. Every time you land, we see powder coming out the knees, bruh. Stop trying to dunk on people, and how about you make the right pass? All right, stop shooting threes. You never made it, bro. Like, you need a reality check. Your wife needs to pull you to the side or something and let you know the truth. All right, finally, because you might listen to her. You don't listen to nobody else. He never made it. He's never been a three-point shooter or a mid-range shooter or anything, any kind of shooter. He's never been any sort of freaking scorer. Like, he was a scorer, but he was a primary slasher. All right, that's what he's been throughout his career. All right, let's be real. All right. Nobody ever said, guard Russell Westbrook, he's open. Like, that's not something you ever heard. You know? I don't think we ever heard Russell Westbrook for the win. Bang, Mike Breen. Like, he's never been that guy. So why is he trying to act like he's the next Kobe Bryant, bro? Stop taking game-winning, game-go-ahead buckets. Stop. Attack or bench yourself. Either one. There's no other options, man. Attack or sit. It's that simple. And if you're not going to be aggressive offensively, attack and finish. By the way, you got to finish those, man. What's up with this guy? It's almost like his fingers got steroids. They put an extra spin on it. I mean, does he have no calluses in his face? Like, what's going on? Does he go like this every time he lay the ball up? Like, why does he miss these layups? And they always doing like a scoop around the rim. He's always going around the world or something. Like, why does he have so much energy in his fingertips, bro? He can't even dribble right. The ball gets away from him every time he dribbles. Like, I'm sick of this, bro. He's a brute. If I had to If I had to compare Westbrook to something, it would be a caveman. All right. He plays like a caveman who doesn't know how to use technology, and he's just out there. Like, bro he's not bright. He's not bright. When is Nunn getting healthy? Soon, I hope. Anybody who can come and take some minutes away from this knucklehead, bro. Anybody. Like, I'm so fed up with him. Jesus, man. Every time he goes up for a layup, I anticipate a break. Somehow. It's like an invisible force field prevents the ball from going in. Every time. It's weird. I've never seen the ball go across the rim. Like, he'll lay it up on one side of the rim, and instead of it falling down, and like skips across. It's weird, bro. Like, what's going on with this guy, man? I'm done. I'm done with Westbrook. He can't even dunk the ball anymore. Like, what can he do? Can't shoot, can't lay up, can't dunk, can't pass. All he can do is run. He's just out there running, burning calories, man. Burning calories, tricking his family, thinking he did something when he got home. Upsetting, man. Very upsetting. He said, "What's good? What's good, bro? What's good is we're out here roasting Westbrook because he's the worst. He is the worst, man." He said, "Westbrook in the way, bro. Not only is he in the way, but he's taking up $40 million worth of salary. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. That is unheard of, man." Let me ask Laker Nation this: in all of our years of watching basketball, right? All of our years of watching basketball, what's a worse player, contract-wise? Right? Contract-wise, what's the worst player than Russell Westbrook? Maybe Lil Deng? Maybe? Outside of Lil Deng and maybe Timothy Mozgov, this has got to be the worst. This has got to be the worst. We were robbed, like the Allstate commercial with or State Farm commercial with Dame and DeAndre Jordan. We were robbed. I don't get it. He said, Dan, Reeves gets it to 6, then Westbrook bricks a 3. Then the next possession, he turns the ball over. We are down by 11. He said, LeBron and Cole get it down to 2. Westbrook gets in. Get him out of my team at all costs. Absolutely, man. That's how it was tonight. It was like a horror story. Every time he touched the basketball. If I was LeBron, I wouldn't even pass it to him no more. I would just ignore him like Malik Monk did in the last of that last play where he was wide open for the 3 in the corner and they didn't pass it to him. I would just, if he's going to be he's a ball hog himself. Let's be real. He always plays ISO ball. Even when he's struggling, he doesn't read the room. He doesn't adjust his game. And the thing is, I've never seen players play like that and not be held accountable by their coaching staff. Like, I'm not even going to entertain Russell Westbrook fans. Stop hating on Westbrook. This is facts. How is this hate? Did you watch the game or were you busy looking at his dress? Like, did you watch the game? Because it ain't hate if you watch the game, bro. Him and coaching staff were the 2 single reasons they lost. It's that simple. How about you start watching games and stop looking at stat sheets? Because that's probably why you're a Westbrook fan. You probably never watched the games. Just looking at the stat sheets, you're like, oh, he's a beast. He has another triple-double. It's like, bruh, watch the game. He's trash. He's bad, man. He's bad. I guess he is a stat patter. That's a fact. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Y'all know I got a good heart, man. Y'all know I said I think Westbrook can come in here and help us. I think he'll change his game. I think he'll sacrifice for the team. They had a meeting, right? That's what I said on this channel. That's a rip. Let me rip myself, bro. He'll never change. I should have known. So Russ is only good on trash teams? Yeah, because it's called stat padding. A lot of players are good on trash teams. Karl Towns is good on a trash team. I'm not saying he's not talented, but we have yet to see what he can do on a winning team. There's plenty of players like that. Dan, I'm done with Westbrook. All of Laker Nation. Real Laker fans are done with Westbrook. Anybody defending him is not a real basketball fan. These are fans of fashion. These are fans of Westbrook. These are player fans. This is different. Both LeBron and Vogel are always defending Westbrook. They're going to do it, Liz. They're gonna do what they think is right, but they have to eventually admit they were wrong. That's all. Then they won't have to defend him because he doesn't deserve nobody defending him. The way he scoffs at the reporters, he has no respect for the Lakers organization. The way he's treated Mike Trudell and all those great reporters we've had for years, not even the great Kobe, who put in so much work. That's what pisses me off the most is that not only is he sucking, but he's not humble about it. And he doesn't eat his humble pie. He doesn't want to admit that he needs to work on anything. It's like denial, right? It's like being in denial, and it's horrible, guys. Horrible. But he's not the only problem on the team. I can say that wholeheartedly. He's definitely not the only problem. The rotations suck. The rotations suck so bad. Like I don't get it. I don't get why we don't like to play bigs enough. Why we don't make in-game adjustments. Like, you know, all year long, people were telling me, "Dan, we haven't had the whole team full yet." I said, we have Westbrook, LeBron, and AD. We should be winning these games. People said, "No, we need the role players back." Well, now we lose AD. Now the role players are stepping up. We still can't win these games. The rotations are off. The rotations are off. Horribly. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm this close to giving up on the season. If we get past the trade deadline and this is the same team we have, I will officially, for the first time in the history of this channel, say it's a wrap, Laker Nation. The Lakers aren't going to do anything this year. Like, I will legit say it if we don't do anything, like anything at all, at least a small role player trader, anything to give this team a facelift, to change that losing mentality a little bit. We don't do anything like that. And you guys know I've been so optimistic over the years, but this would be it, man. This would be it, guys. I can't lie to Laker Nation. I never will lie to you guys. I always keep it 150. I tell you exactly how I feel in the moment, but I'm losing hope, and I need a trade or we're not gonna make a run. That's simple. That's simple. Especially if Westbrook has major minutes still. I promise you. If you guys have any final questions before I get off, guys, now's the time, man. Shoot your questions. I'll do the best to answer them. Oh, man. He said, Dan, do you think the Wizards would accept a trade involving Westbrook, Bazemore, and Jordan for Thomas Bryant? No, they won't. They got rid of him so quick. They couldn't believe they were getting away with this murderous trade. They knew what they were doing. And we fell for it, man. Myself included. His trade value is down the drain. Oh, yeah. There's no trade value there. There is no trade value. Dan, can we realistically trade Westbrook? I say there's a 1% chance that happens. And I say 1, that's me being optimistic. Because I can never say never, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you like I act like I know the future and tell you what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. But I could say that we have a very slim to none chance. Slim to none. Here's my second question, Dan. What trade scenario can realistically save the Lakers season? We've talked about it many times. I think Wojnarowski and Shams have covered it as well. If we add a big like Miles Turner or a wing who's versatile like Jeremy Grant to help actually shoulder the load that Russell Westbrook isn't helping, then yes, that can save the season because LeBron needs some help. He dropped another 30-point game tonight. And came up short in the loss because his co-star or supposed to be co-star isn't pulling his own weight. And that's Russell Westbrook, man. Another 8-point game and 2 for like 14. Just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Jeremy Grant, we need that dude. Yeah, anything like that could definitely help out. Now, the league is tough, man. There's a lot of actual good teams this year. You got the Bulls who have emerged out of nowhere. You have, obviously, you still got Brooklyn. You got Milwaukee, the Heat, who haven't been talked about enough. But they're late bloomers. They tend to show up later on in the season. Obviously, you got the Suns. You got the Warriors. Like, there's better teams than us right now. And even with a trade, I can't guarantee that it'll put us over the top, but it'll at least give us a chance to compete. At least. Is it over for us, Dan? I'm not ready to mail it in just yet, but trade deadline passes. If we don't do nothing, then yes, it will be over. But I need the Lakers to do something before the trade deadline. I do. We can't go on with the same roster. Kendrick Nunn's not going to make all that of a difference. Maybe offensively and defensively a little bit, but we need guys with wingspan and size. If they're going to play small ball, we need the right personnel. We don't have the right personnel. LeBron is getting drained playing the small ball center. Dan said powder comes out of Westbrook's knees. Yeah, every time he goes up for a layup, I mean, he ain't the same. He can't explode anymore like he used to. And he's like he doesn't want to come to grips with the sad reality. The sad reality is that he's not going to be that explosive player ever again, probably. So, got to adjust your game or you'll be out of the league in a couple years. Good luck, though, because at least you won't be with the Lakers. That's for sure. He said, we have to boo Westbrook in Staples Center. I don't think it'll happen, guys. That's not our style. Like, you got to be, like, it should happen, to be honest with you. It should. Like, he deserves nothing less. But the Lakers style is supportive to the end, man. Like, if we want to do anything, we need to fire the coach and trade Westbrook. Otherwise, let's give up on the season. We'll see what happens, Liz. We'll see what happens. But one thing I know for sure, Rob Pelinka has his work cut out for him. He needs to do something and do it now. You know, we can't sit around and wait no more. Like, this is sad to watch the Lakers can't beat teams like the Kings. Obviously, we have players and coaching staff hampering us. But, you know, bottom line is the Lakers should have got it done. No more. You can't make excuses. We're now 42 games into the season. Right? We got less than half of a year. And we continue to slide. We're a 500 team all over again. The only reason we're even in the playoff picture is because other teams have struggled with injuries and sicknesses too. So if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even be in the picture anymore. But you know what, guys? We live to fight another day, man. At the end of the day, you know we're rocking with this boat. Even if I tell you guys that the season is over, you know you're always going to find me here pre and post game covering this team, trying to find the silver linings and stuff. And tonight, a silver lining was definitely Austin Reeves. He was phenomenal, spectacular. Same thing with Malik Monk. He continues to shine. Last comment I'll read before I get off. My boy said, no more titles with Russ on the roster. So trash. I can't even argue that. Man. You know? But it is what it is. At this point, we got to roll with the punches. One game at a time, Laker Nation. That's it. That's all I can say for now. Till hopefully we make some moves and we get some bodies back from injury. So that's going to wrap it up for me, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. I know it wasn't the outcome we hoped for tonight, but it's all love over here from this side, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. If any trade or rumor or anything crazy pops off, I'm going to start making them. I'm starting to feel much better, so I'm going to start making them videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight and the donations and all the support and everything. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Have a great night. Peace out, Laker Nation.